Hey there, you guys. It's me, Aaliyah Divine Taylor, and this is my YouTube channel. Woo! Stop. Please stop. All right. What is today's date? Today is Wednesday, May 27th, 2025. It is 10:34 p.m. I'm about to do the general tarot reading for the sign of Libra. So this will be for Jesus. This reading is timeless. Baby, you threw me off. Stop. This is a timeless reading. So you past, present, or near future. Stop, please. I'm gonna block you out then. This is a past, present, and future reading. It's timeless. It could be past, present, or future. The energies are interchangeable. And personal read information in the description box down below. Alright, so what do we got for Libra? Judgment. I like judgment keeps popping up for everyone. The High Priestess and the Death card. Alright, what else for Libra? The Moon. We have the Nine of Swords. What else for Libra? Let's see. Anything else for Libra? We got Temperance. Okay. Too many cards. Are the Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords. I see one more card for Libra. Five of Swords came back out. Okay, what's the overall? Too many cards. What is the overall energy for Libra? Six of Cups, King of Cups. Okay. The Lovers keeps wanting to jump out. I'll take it for funsies. Two of Wands, Two of Swords. Okay, so this is how the deck split. Double twos here. We got Two of Wands, Two of Swords, both talking about being at some sort of fork in the road and needing to make a decision between something here. Now, for you, Libra, I feel like with this being the overall energy, the King of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Lovers. This is what you may have a choice you need to make here about something from your past. So we'll get more into it, but you'll be dealing with someone from your past here. That's really sweet. Okay. With you being the King of Cups, you definitely need to have just trust your intuition in regards to what that is. Let me get more cards. Oh no, I need the. What's the themes for Libra? Any themes for Libra? I have courage, manifestation, and finding. Okay. Libra, I'm getting clear as day. Don't overthink it. I heard that loud and clear. I know from dating Libras are people who have very strong Libra placements. Like every guy I dated, have strong Libra moon placements. And one thing they try to do is they always see both sides of every situation. But I'm just hearing, don't overthink it. Loud and clear. A lot of you guys y'all are really over here in this manifestation energy, meaning a lot of your things that you're wanting here are pretty much going to be coming true. If you've been wanting a certain type of lover, a certain type of, I'm going to say lover in this case, pretty much that's what you're manifesting. That's why I said almost when it comes, don't overthink it. Go ahead and just, I feel be bold enough to trust where your heart's trying to guide you here. You guys aren't making a mistake, or you guys shouldn't be worrying about making a mistake. You guys should just be, I feel just enjoy yourself. New beginnings. That's what you guys are headed for, is, for a lot more new beginnings. Okay, so that's the theme. Let's get into this. Judgment, High Priestess. Something from your past is coming back up. I love you too, baby. But something from your past is coming back up. Judgment with the High Priestess. Yeah, and when this does happen, I feel like for you guys, y'all might need to trust your intuition. What is this Judgment card about? What is this about for Libra? What is the Judgment? What's Libra need to make a decision about? Page of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm getting with the Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Sorry, Page of Swords and then the Knight of Pentacles. That if y'all are unsure about something, I'm hearing gather information, like, educate yourself on whatever this thing is, and I feel like that's going to be the thing that really causes change. It's just you need to, I feel like, take your time if you are uncertain about something. Yeah, gather some sort of information. You're going to educate yourself on whatever it is before you make a decision. What else for the High Priestess here for Libra? Yeah, this is about an intuitive connection here. For a lot of you guys, you just may intuitively know, or maybe you're getting a lot of signs, or you're dreaming about this person, or you're hearing their name a lot, or something like that. Yeah, it's like a lot of you guys. It's like y'all could be getting dreams or visions about a certain person here, person, place, or thing. But whatever it is about your past. Let's see what else about the High Priestess card. Let's see what else for Libra for the High Priestess. Did the card flip over? No, it didn't. What else for the High Priestess for Libra? Yeah, well, you're just getting a little intuitive nudges from like your spirit team about this thing. High Priestess came out yet again. High Priestess is clarifying the High Priestess. Yeah, it's like whatever this connection is, it's like this is like a very spiritual connection. Six of Swords. That I feel like maybe a lot of you guys may just intuitively feel the need to, I don't know, get to better waters with a certain person. Or maybe just, you want to possibly just move past a certain situation from the past. It doesn't have to be a person specifically. But whatever this is, I said, it could be something that I feel like you just didn't leave off on a good note here. With the Ten of Swords, it talks about painful endings, that sort of thing. So what's the Death card for? Death card, the Moon card. A lot of major arcana for you guys. Before I get in more in depth about it. Yeah, you guys have like... Judgment, Aries, Scorpio energy. High Priestess is Pisces. Death card is a Scorpio. Moon card is Cancer. A lot of watery emotions here. You can be feeling just emotional at this time. We have the Temperance, Sagittarius, but it's like wherever you're being, whatever's going on throughout the situation, I just want you to know, like, pretty much you're divinely guided. Like, your angels or spirit team are with you. That's why they're pretty much, like, telling you, like, if you are getting a lot of signs, a lot of visions, or hearing someone's name, or you're seeing, like, angel numbers, yeah, you're supposed to be paying attention to that. Like, it's trying to guide you. Like, if you see, like, I don't know, like, 999, or maybe something like 444. 444 lets you know, like, you're protected. So you don't have anything to worry about. Or you might see, like, 222, which means, like, be mindful that you guys are in alignment right now. Yeah, about the Nine of Wands in the reverse. For a lot of you guys, this Death card is being clarified by the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So pretty much, I'm telling you, like, this could be a time where, eventually, like, you guys, like, I told you the Courage card being here, you're going to get a lot more confidence in yourself by simply, I feel like, just going and I feel like doing whatever, like, your feelings are telling you to do. Like, because it's like, once again, they're not telling you anything wrong. They're part of you, and you're getting these signs, these visions for a reason. Now, in the reverse, telling you to pretty much like drop your guard. Again, don't overthink it. Yeah, Six of Wands. Because it's like, whatever this change is, I'm just going to have you feel like way better about yourself. Like, I'm not sure if I said what you've been through in the past here, Libra, but it's telling you, like, you guys are coming out of whatever hardships or difficulties you've been through. Like, I feel like you guys are, being called to pretty much move past whatever's happened in the past. And I feel like just really focus on, like, cultivating the life that you really want to accomplish currently. Anything else with the Death card? Death card clarified by the Star. Yeah, you guys need to focus on things that are going to be uplifting you. The Star card is a very positive energy. That's about having hope about the future, or just also can be, needing to heal. Yeah, like, this is what you need to do. Look towards the brighter days, your future, and don't be so focused on, the past. Yeah, the Moon card is clarified by the Two of Wands. Yeah, again, it's telling you whatever decision you're at, you need to make here. I feel like, really just have faith in it. Even though you guys are like, like, you guys are scared, because with the Moon card, it may talk about, like, things that's hidden, like fears, or, your intuition, or, maybe trauma, like, or things that are just very subconscious for you. But it's telling you, like, there's nothing to fear about whatever decision you need to make. It may be new, you may be a little unknown, it might be a little scary, but, all good things are like that. all new things at one point in time make it more scary. Excuse me. Yeah, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of you guys, this is definitely tied to maybe something you've been wanting to work on. Like, I forget which sign it was, but there was one of the signs I did recently where it's pretty much like, a lot of people like, might have like this energy where it's like, you might be afraid to like, I don't know, show like, the vulnerable side of yourself. Like maybe like there's certain talent that you have or a certain skill that maybe like you just do privately. But maybe it's coming call for you to possibly like, I don't know, really just go for it. That's the example I'm going to give for you guys. It doesn't have to be that. With the Eight of Pentacles, it could be anything that you're working on here. Yeah, the King of Pentacles, you guys are very stable financially. You look very well, but I'm getting the sense you might be a little hard-headed here as well at times. Ace of Pentacles. This is what's clarifying the Nine of Swords. Someone could be worried about, you could be worried about this new beginning. More about it. Clarify the Nine of Swords. What else is going on here? Yeah. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles talks about maybe holding on tight to maybe money, finances, or, possibly just keeping things a little private here. Let's see. Nice one's overthinking. More before I say anything about the Nine of Swords. Anything else for the Nine of Swords? Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is about the love. This is about the new thing. It's like, I'm not sure if you're like worried if things are going to work out with whatever this new thing is. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's almost like you're, even if like you don't verbally come out and say it, it's like maybe subconsciously, you may not even be aware, but it's like you might be fearful of like this new thing you're starting. It could be new love romantically, or it might be just like, maybe just like, sometimes like we as people have like, what's it called? Imposter syndrome, I think, where it's like, we feel like we're unworthy of great things and stuff like that. So it's like, we kind of run away from like, really amazing things. It could be something like that, but this is telling you to pretty much like, fill up your own cup. Because it's like, when you feel like you are, when you're in like better spirits, when you're feeling like, like you're confident, and you've been going after the stuff that you want or expressing yourself freely without judgment, it's like when you pretty much allow yourself to be whatever it is that you want to be or go after whatever it is you want to go after. Thus in turn, it like pretty much like, put you in higher spirits because you start to like, feel more confident with yourself. You start to, believe like you're worthy of having like these great things or this amazing person or whatever it is that you're wanting here. And that's why I was telling you to pretty much like, just try to do things that really uplift you. Like, again, starting new things that maybe you've been wanting to do. And just like, you don't even know. I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's telling you to try the new thing because it may, yield better results than even what you imagine here. That's what I'm telling you. It's like, if your intuition has got you to try something new or, make a decision to do something new, it's telling you to pretty much go ahead. And I feel like it's going to work out better than you could imagine. Yeah, Temperance. Yeah, this is what your angels are trying to divinely guide you. Integrate, which means like, learning new things, but also combining it with like, older things. Okay, what is the Temperance for Libra? Queen of Pentacles, Judgment. Yeah, so this is definitely about a connection. The King and Queen of Pentacles, divine counterparts. Yeah, so this is about someone here. I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, feminine energy with the Temperance. Yeah, this is something that's divinely guided. Something that's being called back up for a reason. Anything else? Seven of Cups. Yeah, this looks like having choices, possibly being a little confused here. What else before I say anything for the Temperance? Yeah, anything else for Temperance? Strength card. Yeah, someone has choices that they can make. But I feel like you guys are being called pretty much like, I feel like just go after the thing that you, again, know intuitively, like you need to go for it. Because not all these cups are good, is what the Seven of Cups talks about. Like, yeah, you might have a lot of options, but that doesn't mean like all the cups are good. But also, again, it may be telling you to pretty much like, try what you feel like you're being called here to try. Anything else for the Temperance, yeah, because a lot of times that's like during this time, your angels, your spirit team are trying to like guide you. So even if you do have like choices or you're confused or just uncertain about certain things, yeah, it's telling you to pretty much like go for the thing that you need. The Magician card, this is like you guys going after the stuff that you manifested. So it's like at one point in time, you actually asked for like a person like this or a job like this or possibly like, just a house like this. So it's like, that's also another thing that you may, it's almost like a telltale sign that that's the thing you need to do. Again, it's like, I'm not sure if you guys are like worried that maybe it might be like too good to be true. I'm not saying that is, but I'm just getting like an underlying sense that almost like you kind of like don't believe it. Like, yeah, like it's here, but it's like you almost don't believe that it's really here. Like, it's almost like, what's the catch? And that's the thing. It's like I'm telling you, it's like there's no catch. You guys ask for whatever it is, so you have to have like faith that this is it. So what's the Five of Swords? But the only reason why I feel like that's a lot of you guys may be like that is because it's like I said, if you've been through like a lot of hardships, like, it does cause like a couple of blockages within you, or maybe I say you might have imposter syndrome, where you feel like things like are too good to be true. You feel like like there's no way this could be happening for you, or you're not deserving of it, and that's why I'm getting the major advice that you pretty much like need to heal that part of you. You could also like heal it by pretty much writing down like a gratitude journal, like just little things that you're grateful for. Like I always like thank God that like I have a house, a roof over my head, my bills are paid, I have a boyfriend, I got a clothes on my back, that sort of thing. And it'll that should help. That should be one thing you guys could do. But what's the Five of Swords though for a Libra? What's the Five of Swords? What is this? This is the High Priestess, Prince of Cups. So yeah, again, it's giving a confirmation that a lot of you guys are very like intuitive or tapped in. Like you guys just naturally like just know things. The High Priestess, and even you may not be like certain how you know it, but it's like you know it. So again, it's like maybe a lot of you guys may with the Prince of Cups, almost like with the Five of Swords being the underlying energy, and this is clarifying it. It's almost like maybe some of you guys may like seriously doubt yourselves. I don't know why I'm getting that, but it's like y'all may doubt yourselves a lot, even though you shouldn't, because it's like you guys already know. I just keep getting that. I know I'm saying, I know it may sound like I'm repeating myself or like I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's like you guys literally already know what you need to know. So now it's really just about going ahead and doing it. But a lot of the times it's like I'm getting it like an energy where it's like you second guess yourself. Yeah, you really shouldn't do that because it pretty much like creates self-doubt. Yeah, Two of Wands. Yeah, it's like it creates some sort of self-doubt inside of you, which thus in turn like kind of like makes you like almost like try to like protect yourself by almost like like almost like manifesting like the bad. So it's like, oh well, you say like you get a new job, but like, oh, what if everyone like doesn't like you or something like that? It's like like manifesting all that craziness because it's like I don't know. It's like you're like you just. It's almost like when you have a manifestation, but it's like you kind of like kill it. Is what I'm getting. Allow good things to kind of just happen for you. That's what I'm getting from this. Sorry. King of Swords. Yeah, you guys know what you know. King of Swords is like someone who's very decisive. They already know the truth and they stand in it. A lot of you guys kind of need to be like that. Like, you guys already know what you know. So just like, walk like you already like, like walk out on faith. Like you know it already. Yeah. Hey there, Holly Lynn. Mm. Thank you. I just found you. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for, popping on in. Pretty much. Just to get you caught up real quick. Uh, in regards to you, if you are a Libra, which I'm assuming you are, you kind of need to trust yourself more. And when you do that, it's going to help you build up your confidence in yourself so that you won't second guess yourself anymore or the things around you. Oh, it's nice to meet you too. You're so sweet. But the more you do this, like where you like I feel like just start to do the things that you know you need to do, like you just start to feel a lot better about yourself. And then also your money goes up as well. Yeah. Bottom deck's the world card. This is the new chapter you're gonna be working on where I start to like, I feel like just walk out on faith. You guys already got the intuitive nudges on what to do. So now it's really just about doing it. Okay, so also this is about love. Hold on. This is about love. Which deck? Okay, this is about love. That King and Queen of Pentacles popped up together. And this is about love real quick. It says, I'm trying to get everything ready so I can leave state. Trying to make sure that my bravada is running properly so I don't break down. I gotta make sure I got a license plate for the trailer. You're so right. I have been doubting the facts will, that I will make it all the way 3,000 meters. I need to go. I have quite a bit of animals. Oh, well, don't worry. Everything's going to be all right. Again, I know you're scared. Doing anything, new or, something like that is scary. But it's telling you that everything's going to be all right. Yeah, like your angels, your team, they're watching over you. That's why I'm trying to tell you, like, you ain't got nothing to worry about. And for y'all out there who are dealing with love, y'all might be dealing with a fire sign or an earth sign. So keep that in mind. Or they might have very strong, fire or earth placements. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. My animals are traveling with me. I would never surrender them for anything. And you shouldn't. No, you definitely shouldn't. Shoot, I'm like you. I love animals. Shoot, I'm a dog person myself, but I also love cats. I've also dealt with birds and spiders and snakes, and eventually it's become a part of the family. So I totally get it. You don't need to fear those. The main thing, like, just try to manifest the positive. I'm not saying completely ignore all the facts, but adding a lot of doubt and fear isn't going to change the result. It's only going to stress you out more. Let's see. Let's get a couple cards for Libra. What do you got for Libra? Let's see. Any cards for Libra? Mature woman. Okay. You could be this mature woman. Okay. For some of you Libras out there, y'all could be dealing with a mature woman. Unexpected outcome, unexpected income came in. So some of you may be seeing some sort of change in your finances, like I said earlier. And a mature man, yeah, like I said, for you, those who this apply to, I feel like there is some sort of money coming towards you. Okay, and also there could be you bumping into someone who is maybe someone who you could see yourself I don't know, sharing a very strong connection with. He's just as mature as you are. Yeah, you have a mature man, mature woman, and some unexpected income. Someone might get some money. Yes, and my doggos, and two kitties. I'm 55. Hey, you know what? That's okay. Shoot. Oh wait, do they get along together? Like all the dogs and all the cats? Because I know some do, some don't. Do yours get along? And also, congratulations for being 55 years young. Okay. Anything else for a Libra? Yeah, distant horizons. Yeah, your person might be traveling here. But that's another thing I said. If that's what you're being called here to do, I said go ahead and do it. Maybe manifest traveling, or pursuing a specific person romantically. I have an older male friend who might help me financially to make this happen, so I can find me leave and be happier. So I can finally leave and be happier, and have a bit more productive financial life. Yeah. So then this reading is definitely tied to you then specifically. Congrats. That's it. Everything's gonna work out better than you ever imagined. Like, don't worry, it'll all be good. Yeah, marriage. And for some of you guys, this could lead to marriage if you're not already married. Absolutely, they get along. Oh, thank God. Let's see. Anything else for Libra? Oh, okay, yeah. Shadow work. This is what you guys might need to work on that will kind of help you in the future. We have battle within. The greatest war you wage is against yourself. Inner conflict and resolution. Again, if you guys are pretty much battling yourself, like your feelings or your thoughts, yeah, that's telling you that you need to pretty much I feel recognize that that's what's going on. Identify why you're doing that, and then start assessing when did you start doing this, where did you pick up this habit, how did you start doing this. It's really recognizing the pattern recognition, recognizing that you're doing it, and really dissecting when did I start doing this, where did it all come from. That sort of thing's going to help you unlearn that self-doubt. Excuse me. You rock. This is so strange. I've never seen you before, and there you were, and then all of a sudden you didn't have a whole bunch of people online, and you're giving me these confirmations without asking. Well, for me personally, yeah, I'm not like super popular. I'm not gonna lie, but that's just why I'm doing this. Like, I just like usually do this to try to like help out people. Like, it's usually messages God's giving me to tell people, and I feel like sometimes I'm crazy when I'm telling people this. Come like to me, sometimes it sounds like gibberish, but I get people like you come along to like tell me, "Oh no, this totally resonates. I'm going through this exact same thing." It's like, oh, great. I'm glad I'm helping someone because that's the whole point of me doing this. I just want to help anyone who I can, and if I do that, then I feel like I'm a winner. So thank you. I'm glad that I'm able to help you. We have feathered omens. Even the sweetest bird harbors fierce intentions, self deceit, illusion, and secret. Yes, again, you guys need to be aware that sometimes like, your mind might play tricks on you. Like, pretty much just like, when those intrusive thoughts come in that tell you, like, oh, well, what if, the car breaks down? Or what if, he doesn't like you? It's like, it's like what I told my boyfriend. Acknowledge that, okay, that thought is there, but then let it go. Like, don't let it have control over you. Instead of thinking that, once again, it's like, manifesting, like, what if it goes better? What if, the guy I'm talking to, like, really likes me, we like hit it off? Or like, what if, like, I'm able to, like, go like even further, or like, I get, even better at my job or whatever. You're popular with somebody because Spirit wanted me to find you right now tonight. Oh, well, you know what? I may not be popular with like, I feel like earthly people, but I feel like in the spirit realm, baby, I got so much divine protection and love. And I feel like that really does make up for it. You're very popular in this world. Obviously, forget about the human world. We're all crazy. Oh, yeah, we just said that. Okay. I like your vibe, Holly. Oh, you make me feel so happy. One more card for Libra. Let's see. It says Wounded Healer. The wound is the place where light enters you. Empathy, healing, and purpose. So Libra, you could be an empath, which means you're very sensitive to the, you're very sensitive to the energy changes. So just kind of be aware of that. Maybe that's why for some of you guys, y'all might, spend some sort of time alone with that Four of Pentacles that came out somewhere in the middle of the reading. So kind of be aware of that, like, and make sure the thing about being a wounded healer is the main like thing you have to do as the healer is remember all the lessons that you've learned so that you don't repeat them. That's like the main thing. Yeah, after you heal, remember that. And also don't forget about your purpose. Like, don't forget why you're doing what you're doing. That's going to be a big part as to like, your drive, your passion. Like, when you feel a little weak or feel like, today's not a great day, remember why you're doing it in the first place. Remember, like, what is motivating you to get up and go ahead and carpe diem and, all that fun jazz. Okay, what else for Libra? This is this. Okay, what do we got for Libra? Let's see a couple of cards. Awesome. Let's see, anything else for Libra? Anything else? Let's see. Anything else for Libra? Come on out. Come on out. Come on. Come on out. Come on out. We have innocence. Take time to play. Nurture your inner child and live with a childlike sense of wonder. Yeah, so this is just extra confirmation. Again, if you're being called to do something, and that's not to like literally like, be something that makes, you money or even makes a lot of sense. Like, it could be something as simple as just like, oh, well, I, wanted to randomly like go, like what I do is sometimes I go and like have a walk in the middle of the night just because I felt like it because it makes me happy. Some of you guys, it can be something just like that, where maybe you're just being called to do little things here and there, and it just may be something to make your inner child happy, like or like playing an old video game or anything. We have imagination. Envision a new reality and give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. That's what I was saying earlier about you guys might possibly having an imposter syndrome. Well, you guys, it's just giving yourself that permission to like, believe that something good can happen to you, or like you're worthy of having like, good things happen or miracles to happen for you. Like that's gonna be the main thing. You giving yourself that permission to, let good things happen to you. So I feel like a lot of you guys are like maybe dealing with like letting go of the past. Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, patience. Pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play whilst you wait. I feel like I was saying that somewhere in the earlier part of the reading. That may be a big thing where if you're waiting for something here, again, educate yourself on it or, take your time on it. If you have anger, safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all your emotions as sacred. That may be another reason why you may feel like a bit blocked. A lot of you guys, I'm not sure if like you grew up in a childhood where it's like, you weren't like allowed to express certain parts of yourself, like you weren't allowed to be angry or you weren't like allowed to cry or something like that. You could have been like in a certain circumstance or a certain environment where it's like you weren't allowed to like truly be yourself. Like, you weren't allowed to like be, optimistic or, to be childlike or to be angry or to pretty much be you. Weird. People like that are so weird. Not you, the people who try to control you is what I mean. We have delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasures in simple things. And always expect the best. Yeah, again, just telling you, like I told you earlier, just, try to find like, good things to be happy about. Like again, like, life doesn't have to be perfect in order for you to be happy. So try to focus on you woke up today or hey, I, didn't have my back aching or hey, I they got my favorite a sandwich today or hey, my favorite show comes on today. It can be like little things like that that really help like brighten your day. Like, oh well, I made a really great coffee or I just woke up on the right side of the bed. It could be something small like that. Bottom of the deck is you have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. Libra, you are meant to heal people, not only others through whatever you is, probably just showing up and being yourself. A lot of you guys, maybe that is the main thing. That's how you do heal others. You just show up and you just do what you do. A lot of you guys may not even notice like you're doing it. You might underestimate like the power that you really have over people or how much you really help others. And that's the thing like you need to do is just like acknowledge that part of yourself. Yeah, that you are a healer and you've done a lot to heal others, but maybe it's a time like once again, like if you are out there and healing a lot of people, you have to make sure you have time to heal yourself as well so that you can even be that person for others if you choose to. Because that's the thing. People get addicted to your energy, so you have to kind of be a bit more choosy. You know what I mean? Yeah, the universe has something very special in store for me. Yeah, because it really does. So this is a positive affirmation you can tell yourself. Like whenever you do like doubt something great, just tell yourself, no, the universe has this very special thing in store for me. Yeah, this is something you should tell yourself to kind of like almost like reprogram that negativity out of your mind. Does simple things actually do help me? Yeah, does some simple things actually do help me have a great day? No, same here. Like it really makes a big difference just to like like get up and like one thing that I'm really grateful for that I didn't know I would be was like I get up and like I'm started reading again. It's been such a long time since I was in California. It was like stuff was kind of crazy, but just doing something as simple as like reading a book every day, it's just so grounding and so I don't know, it makes you feel so good. So yeah, it could be anything like that. We have every day I'm stronger, braver, and wiser. I live and grow in harmony with the universe. Yeah, it makes sense. We are all connected to God, to earth, to universe, to spirit. So it's quite natural that, we grow every day. Like we don't peak like in high school or, oh, well, in 10 years ago is when I was at my peak and then I stopped. No, you don't stop growing. You don't stop evolving and changing and learning, no matter how old or young you are. Okay. We have I don't compare myself to others because I am not meant to be a copy of anyone else. I was born to be me, an original, one of a kind, and I am happy to be me. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, a lot of you guys need to just show up and just show out. Be your authentic self. That's gonna be the main thing that really like makes the difference. When you start loving yourself for who you are, it almost like it invites like energy for others to do it as well, to love themselves as they are. But also it's like that's how you bring in your manifestations. It's bringing the energy of positivity, of joy, of love, of gratitude. And you do that by showing up as yourself. But that will require you to once again have that confidence, which is like kind of like one of the main problems that was in the very beginning of the reading. You have to be brave enough to show up as yourself, even when people don't like it. That's going to be the thing. At the bottom deck says, "In my heart, I know that good things are coming my way." Don't forget it. Good things are coming your way, and you deserve it, Libra. You're worthy of having great things. You're deserving of having great things. Says that can be very comforting, and you don't really see people read anymore. Everybody's on their cell phones or their laptops. Yeah, and that's why I like it, because I'm old school. Even like I'm like 28, so it's like, this is like, like my time to shine, like, Gen Z era sort of thing. Maybe I'm not like the kids, or not the kids, the adults in my like era. Like, I don't do like social media a lot, or I'm not on my laptop a lot. I just love like reading and writing, and I've always been that way. Like, I'm a nerd. But yeah, everything's gonna be okay. Yeah, that's these positive affirmations you can tell yourself, Libra. Whenever you're feeling a little overwhelmed or stressed out, you can tell yourself everything's gonna be okay, because it really is. You're gonna get through it, like you've done it many times in the past. This is nothing new. Okay. Instead of your reading here, Libra. So, if you guys did enjoy, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, because it helps push my channel out to a bigger audience. You guys know I love all of that amazing jazz. Yes, I do, Libra. No matter what you're going through, you will get through it. And also, when you're doing this, whatever you're going through, I feel like you need to just try to unlearn certain things that you were taught in the past. Like, to be defensive, or to show up a certain way, or having to dim to fit in, or, maybe just being a bit of a people pleaser. It's like, I'm not sure what each one of y'all have went through in your past, but it's like, the main thing for you to be doing right now is just show up as yourself. And if you do need help, someone is going to be giving you some sort of unexpected income or some sort of help for some of you. But yeah, that's the end of your reading here, Libra. I love you guys so, 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 so much. But with this being said, goodbye, my superstar.